Okay, I'm gonna make this short because I was talking during the video and it ended up ending because the time was up. But what I was saying previously in that video before it cut out is that we can't continue to play like this. Chicago Bulls have to be better than this. You go, I'm going to go back to what I previously said. You go and Billy Donovan, you could have had it drawn up for anybody else, but you have it drawn up to go to Patrick Williams, who is trying to do his best Michael Jordan impression, ironically. And you throw a lob. You have them throw a lob to Patrick Williams, who wasn't even close to a dunk or even a layup. I just don't see how we're going to win any meaningful games with him. Games that matter is what I'm trying to say. Look, I love Billy Donovan. He coached my hometown team, Marshall, the Marshall basketball team at one point. I don't know how long ago that was, of course, but he's got to go. You know, I don't know who's out there on the market, but dude, you got to make a decision. You guys cannot keep on going like this. It's every time now. Since, in all honesty, since 2020, which is really when it started, we just started going downhill. Started going downhill. I don't think Billy was the coach at the time, but 2021 we looked better than usual because we had Lonzo and stuff at the time. But then he ended up getting injured, and so did LaVine, so that kind of ruined that whole thing. Now, Lonzo could be coming back next season. He's doing his rehabbing, and it sounds like it's going great for him doing his workouts. But I'm not going to hold on to that. Like he's just going to come back and it's all of a sudden going to be better. I think time will tell. I hope he proves everybody who says that he can't go or can't play this defense because of his injury. I hope he proves them wrong. And he goes on to have a healthy rest of his career. He's still young, but this could have been career ending. And he's the first player ever to come back from it. But anyway, I'll go ahead and give you the stats of the game once again. And Alex Caruso, 15 points. I'm just going to say the points and whoever has the highest points and rebounds. Alex Caruso, 15 points. Patrick Williams, 13 points. Kobe White, 26 points, 9 assists, 10 rebounds. So he had a good game. Ayo Dosunmu, 13 points, and he had 1 rebound. DeMar DeRozan, 21 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. And Nikola Vucevic, 19 points, 17 rebounds, 7 assists. So, a game where we had high-scoring players, but we couldn't close out the game, couldn't do anything with the lead. I don't know, dude. But I think it goes to show more. I think it's time that Jerry Reinsdorf and freaking Arturo Churras really look at different coaches instead of going with ones that are mid-season coaches, which has basically been Donovan. He'll do aggressive at times, but then when he sees, oh well, it's going good, well let's switch that around. We don't need that. That's what it feels like, and this game felt no different. Last game felt different, but we come in this game and we just shit the bed. 23-point lead. Who? How? How do you blow a 23-point lead? How? I'm tired of this, man. Billy had at the end of the season, Billy's got to go, but we know he won't. The Bulls are like the Pittsburgh Steelers when it comes to their head coach. They won't fire their head coach until after his contract is up. Then they fire him, but since they re-signed, gave Donovan an extension, he's going to be here longer, which just pretty much goes to show the lack of interest of getting a new coach or somebody that can run this team the way it should be. It's like this, oh well, we'll win the next one and all that. We're still a good team. This team is a good young team, yes, but we find the lack of keeping leads. There's no excuse to why they blew a 23-point lead. There's no fucking excuse. They had a chance to put it away in the third. At the very end of the third, they couldn't do it. Thus, going in fourth quarter, you see your outcome when you play poor defense and you do not make shots. I don't get it. And another thing I want to say, why the heck would you give it to freaking funky ass Patrick Williams, who had a bad game? He, in all honesty, did. I mean, he was 5 for 12. 3 for 8 from three-pointer. But Kobe White, he had an outstanding game. 10 for 14, 26 points, 10 rebounds. Vucevic, almost 10 for 18. If he would have made another shot, he would have been 10 for 18. He made 1 3, which is, not good. But he had 17 rebounds, 19 assists. That man was trying his best and giving everything he could to try to stop the Suns, but he just couldn't do it because nobody else would stay with their man. It's just that simple. You don't stay with your man on there, you're not going to be able to do much. If you don't guard your dude, the dude you're supposed to be guarding, you can't win. And now, it's not like I'm just talking about any other man. This is Kevin Durant. KD's one of the best to ever do it, and he will go in the Hall of Fame one day. But there's a point in time where you have to look at yourselves and say, I want you all to grade. What Billy Donovan needs to do is say, I want you all to grade your performance in this game. That was a absolute abomination. Atrocious. Just, it sucked. But again, that's sort of the memo with this team. They have big leads, they blow it, and then they lose the game. I don't know, guys. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the same stuff. It's always going to be the same stuff until they get a confident coach who does not go away from being aggressive. Nothing's going to get better. No matter how many times you want to believe in Billy Donovan, we need a very aggressive coach, and he's not a aggressive coach. He is a conservative coach. He is a stressful coach to even see coach. I just look at this as a way of thinking like, hey, you could have won the game for us, but you draw up the most ignorant and dumbest play I've ever seen in my life. Billy Donovan, you gotta get better. You need to coach better. If something's working for you, damn it, you stay with it. Because that's once again another reason why we lost this game, because he decided to go conservative. I mean, shit, when we were being aggressive, we were getting steals, taking them up the court and scoring at times. Some shots we shouldn't have missed. Coby White makes a shot over the defenders when he pretty much does a Euro step or something and makes a shot. He had to pretty much Coby White, DeMar, and Vucevic pretty much had to do it all. Now, I'm not trying to take away from the guys who had 13 points. I'm not. But guys like Alex Caruso, was aggressive. At times, Ayo Dosunmu was. At some points, Dalen Terry was. But once you go away from that stuff, here's the outcome for Chicago, for the Chicago Bulls. It just cannot happen. We need a new coach. We need one that knows how to run a rotation, which Billy Donovan obviously doesn't know how to do. We need one that absolutely loves being aggressive on both offense and defense. Until that happens, there won't be much going for Chicago. So, yeah. And that call on DeRozan where he grabbed his hand, it was a stupid thing for him to do, but that shot that went in, that whistle blew after the play was over. They shouldn't have robbed him of the points that he got. Because that could have been a difference maker right there. I don't know who these refs are, but man, they were freaking horrible. We're calling flags on both sides of the ball. Both opponents. It wasn't just Chicago. But yeah, pretty much the same shit. Just different day. We're aggressive and then we go conservative. You get complacent. And we just end up blowing these things. I'm going to say this right now. If they play like they did tonight, we're not going to make it above 500. But if they play with that aggressiveness like they did in the first quarter, the first, second quarter, a little bit in the third, but if they play like they did in the fourth, they're not going to go far at all. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here. It's originally a 16-minute video, but I'm making it a little short. Hope you all have a blessed day. See red. Go Bulls. And hopefully we'll get a win in our next game that we have, which that game will be versus the Los Angeles Lakers on January 25th. So look out for a video on that. Again, get these likes up. Let's get 20 likes, and I want to try to get 20 subscribers at some point this year, but I can only do that by the support of you guys. You guys like my videos, hit that subscribe, hit for all notifications, and once again, like I said, see red if you can. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.